Hi, I'm Robin, and welcome to Well Conceived Business. We help online business owners within health and wellness to create a business and life that is not only well paid, but well lived. Here you'll find honest and refreshing conversations about what it takes to create a business around your life, what healthy hustle looks like, as well as insights and tips on growing your audience, your signature program, your profit, and your peace. Ready? Let's go. Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Well Conceived Business. I am so excited to be talking to you today about the 5 strategies my clients have used to reach 6 figures and beyond in revenue in their business. And I'm really excited to talk to you about this because hopefully, as you are listening to this episode, there might be like 1 or 2 things that you have been considering doing but have not yet hit the trigger on. So I'm really excited to talk about this. And maybe you are going to listen and maybe there's one thing you're just not there yet. Or maybe you're like, damn, and all 5 of these are things that you're not yet doing. And if you are just beginning out in your business, know that this is like a one at a time kind of thing. But as your business grows and evolves, and I'm particularly speaking to the people here who are health and wellness practitioners and the people who are growing their business in part-time hours. So if you had 16 hours per day, amazing. The strategy that you use might look different, but this is by and large the strategy that has worked for my clients. And I've worked with so many now over the last 5 years, coaching, mentoring, and really strategizing on so many things, but particularly funnels, both within my one-to-one services, my mastermind. And these are the things that I see work for them when they succeed and when they want to work only part-time hours. These are the things that they have in common largely, right? So of course, as I say, there's many different ways to run a business, but if you're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your business, it's now time to say, okay, what is the next right step for me? And what is the next logical thing that I need to support me in getting the results that I need? And is it one of these 5 things? Now, I also want to let you know that if you're listening to this as soon as we've published the episode, don't miss our revenue roadblocks training, which is happening imminently. If you are not registered for that training, honestly, you're missing out. If you're listening to this after I've run the training and you're like, damn, I really want access to that training, then please reach out to me on Instagram and we'll see what we can do. But I highly recommend it. If you are a health and wellness practitioner, doesn't matter if you're a dietitian, naturopath, nutritionist, life coach, spiritual coach, chiropractor, acupuncturist, anyone who works within health and wellness. And the reason why I say this is because what works for business to business is not the same as what works for business to consumer and people who are primarily marketing and targeting to women, which so many of us are. And that's where it changes. And that's where I really want to be specific in the advice and strategies that I talk about. And particularly if you're a woman, and especially if you're running your business in part time hours. And what we're going to be talking about is the 5 revenue roadblocks, little known mistakes that health and wellness practitioners make and what to do about them to help you get to 6 figures and multi 6 figures. So maybe you're at 40 grand and you want to be at $120,000 by the end of this year. And you're like, what do I do here? Maybe you're hovering at that like $80,000 mark and just can't crack the 6 figures. Or maybe you're like, no, I'm at $120,000, but I'm plateaued. And I really want to get to $250,000, but what is my next right move? Because you don't know, it's been all messy action up until now. And you're like, what do I do to get to the next level? If that is you, if any of that speaks to you, then Revenue Roadblocks training is for you. We're going live tomorrow. So you might be listening to this and you're like, oh, damn, there's only a few hours left, or maybe you've just missed it. Then you can come and reach out to me on Instagram, but do make sure that you're registered. I've got the link in the show notes just below. Would love to see you there live. And I have a really cool spreadsheet to share with you if you join me live, as well as some time sensitive
bonuses, one of which is a secret training that I've just run for our mastermind crew who they were like, oh my God, eyes opened. Like, this is just one of the strategies. I've given the whole shebang to the mastermind of this is one of the peace and profit levers we can pull in our business to grow hustling 16 hours a day and working till midnight. So, anyway, I want you to come to the training tomorrow. And I really want you to reach out to me on Instagram if any of this speaks to you. And consider as well that we're just about to open the doors to the Well Conceived Mastermind. We're only taking applications or bookings for discovery calls for 7 days. So please don't delay on that. If any of the following speaks to you and you're like, I would love to work with Robin in a higher touch capacity, can't highly recommend enough reaching out and getting in touch for the Well Conceived Mastermind. There are less than 10 places available. I really want you to have one of those. So come and reach out to me on Instagram at Robin Birkin. Now, that is the longest intro ever. I really want to talk to you about the 5 strategies my clients who reach 6 figures and beyond largely have in common, especially if they're working in part-time hours. So the number one thing is they understand organic growth. And I'm going to talk to you about organic growth in just a minute in terms of how that can support the other strategies that you can use. But you have to, at some level, understand and prioritize consistency and how to create results in your business organically. And so one of the things that looks like we do, it's almost like levels in your business. You have to, pretend you're playing a computer game and you want to get to the next level. Level one is often having some organic growth or understanding what constitutes organic growth and then showing up consistently in order to create that. So there's many different ways to create organic growth in your business. One of the places that I absolutely love creating organic growth for is Instagram. One of the reasons why I love Instagram is number one, we can pull really clever levers to enable us to take a lot of the heavy lifting out of Instagram, but also because it's one of the very few platforms that gives you this opportunity not just to grow, but also to convert and have conversations with people, which is just so important for us. So I love Instagram, but I also love long form content such as podcasts, YouTube, and blog posts, and learning how to do that really well and strategically, understanding what constitutes growth and how your audience works and what's required within that. You absolutely do not need to reach 10,000 followers or even 1,000 followers. You just have to get it and understand how it works and then be able to be consistent. So, all of the clients that I have who are successful understand that first and foremost. So, like I said, I'm not saying they have 10,000 followers or anything by those means, but they get it. Because then what happens is when you get it, or once you get it, you can say, you know what, I'm going to invest in advertising to leverage that knowledge. And when you have Facebook and Instagram ads that are rooted in organic growth strategies or understanding the things that get the results, it just makes your ads so much cheaper. And so, one of the things, honestly, I work a lot with clients on understanding the algorithms and what gets growth. But then I also work with people on, cool, now we know that, let's turn the tap on and leverage those results with Facebook and Instagram ads. And there's a little bit of an art and a little bit of a science to creating Facebook and Instagram ads that kick off. And some of my clients, like, honestly, my clients beat my results sometimes. And we have clients who have had Facebook and Instagram ads that have had leads for 72 cents with ads that they have been running for more than a year, which I honestly feel is sometimes the true test of an ad that works, is one that you don't have to change all the time. So those results are phenomenal. What they do is they just turn on the tap for email leads. And when I talk about the importance of email leads, it's really something that can't be understated. But it's one of the biggest things that so many people say, I need to do this, but I'm going to put it on the back burner and I'm not going to prioritize it. I'm going to prioritize doing an Instagram post or fixing my homepage. And your email list needs to be one of the biggest priorities in your business, because this is one of the biggest factors in what will create your success in business. And one of the ways that we do that without hard slog is we leverage successful Instagram and Facebook ads. So honestly, I cringe. I don't cringe. I just have this recurring thought whenever I see people post, I've grown my audience all organically, which means no paid advertising. Anytime I see that, I'm like, oh, this sounds really slow and hard work. Understand how organic growth works, then leverage smart advertising to do the heavy lifting for you. 100%, particularly if you're someone who is building a business in part time hours. So, the clients that I have who have had the most success know how to work Instagram and Facebook ads. And we go through this process a lot within the Well Conceived Mastermind. We're constantly like, how do I tweak this? What do I need to do? Going through that process. And one of the things we have within the Well Conceived Mastermind is an entire course on how to run Facebook ads as a health and wellness practitioner. So then the next thing is cool. You understand the basics of like how to get attention from people and build trust with people organically. Then you're like, right, the next step is leverage all of that into something that will get you email leads onto your email list. Will start helping you convert more and retarget people. The next step is to have a funnel. So if you haven't heard of a funnel before, a funnel is like you have at the very top of the funnel is awareness. Then you get people to know, like, and trust you. Then they join the email list. Then they join your programs. Then ideally, they will keep joining more programs and continue working with you. And ideally, 40 to 60% of the sales that you make, at least, should be from clients who are already working with you. They should be behind the scenes sales, not front of like house sales, people who already know about you and who are already working with you, almost like secret sales. And so, one of the things you should have is a funnel. You've got a lead. Now, what do you do with that lead to take that lead from just a lead to a sale? And how do you convert that person? And you do that through things like email nurture sequences and ways in which to take people from A to Z of working with you. It's one thing to have an email list, it's another thing to have an email list that converts. And when you have an email list that converts, chef's kiss, it takes so much of the heavy lifting off your business and gives you the opportunity to really amplify your success.
This one goes out to all the health and wellness practitioners with six-figure goals for 2024. Maybe you're on a roll and you want to keep a good thing going. Maybe last year fell a little flat and you're ready to take back control and skyrocket past your goals. Or maybe you've got big goals, but now that the year's started, actually executing and reaching the figures you want has spiraled you into overwhelm. If any of this sounds like you, I would love you to join me for a free training next week, where we'll be diving into 5 mistakes you might be making in your business and what to do instead, so that you can scale to 6 and multi-six figures in 2024 with ease and sustainability. If you feel that revenue goal knocking on your door, please come and join me. You can save your seat by DMing me the word 6 on Instagram or visiting launcheasylife.com/6 for all of the details. I can't wait to see you there.
The fourth thing that my clients who have really successful businesses do is they run live events, right? If you want to build radical trust and convert your audience, let's say you're doing a launch for an online course, if you do not have a conversion breakthrough event, you are going to really struggle to sell to that audience. When you show up live, you showcase your expertise, you showcase your authority, and you build massive trust. You then get the opportunity to convert that audience. It's a really beautiful segue from lead to sale. Think of it almost as the bridge between a lead and a sale. And so, what my audience or my customer as clients that convert really well do is they have that bridge. They have those live events, whether it's a webinar or a challenge or a masterclass or even a private podcast, whatever it is, they have those events and they're like showing up live consistently. That also extends to showing up on their face and speaking to camera in things like Instagram stories. And I dare say that even in terms of our organic content, the people who are going to stand above and beyond the people who have mediocre results are the people who are going to be doing things like talking head reels as well. Honestly, live events are the segue between leads and sales and not getting friend zoned by people. Now, the very last thing that my clients have, one of the strategies that consistently helps them get to the next level, and this is part and parcel with funnels as well, and just smart marketing and what I spoke to before about 40 to 60% of the sales that you have in your business coming from behind the scenes, is they have a really smart ascension ladders. So that means, sure, someone joins a program or a product of yours. What is the strategy there to get people from that product to either keep working with you in a similar capacity or join another program that you have? We want people to continue working with us. And even from day dot, I've worked in marketing promotions for more than 25 years, and retention and referral are the number one easiest ways to continue to leverage sales in your business. So if you don't have a smart ascension ladder, because you can have an ascension ladder, you can be like, oh, I've got a $27 product, and I've got a $500 course, and I've got a $1,000 one-to-one coaching package. If you haven't put that together well, then it's not, number one, it may not ascend people into the next level correctly. So ideally, that's what you want, and you want it to be as leveraged as possible for your time. But if you haven't put that together well, what's going to happen is you might create confusion in the market about what they should invest in, or you might get people investing consistently at the lowest thing and sabotaging your success for the higher things in your business. So there needs to be consideration for putting together smart ascension ladders in your business. The clients that I have who consistently exceed like the next and the next and the next level have smart ascension ladders, or even just have that as a consideration. They don't have just one product. So you can have, and I strongly recommend having one signature program or product that is the hero of your business, your messaging, your socials, your transformation that you provide. But where on the back end are you adding revenue opportunities and peace and profit levers in your business to then say, okay, what's next for this client or this customer in your business? So just to recap, the people who I work with who have really exceptional results, they know how to generate organic growth and organic traction in their business, and they're consistent with it. They then leverage that with Instagram and Facebook ads, in my opinion, absolutely essential, especially if you're working part-time in your business. It's really, really hard and time consuming and slow to get the results that you need if you are just trying to do it all through social media. The next one is funnels. They have funnels in their business. Even if they're just basic funnels, they have them. The next one is they conduct live conversion breakthrough events in their business as a segue from leads to sales. And the very last one is they have smart ascension ladders in their business. So those are the 5 ways. I hope that in listening to that, at least 1 or 2 aha moments have surfaced for you. And if you would like to know more, know that we're just about to open the doors to the Well Conceived Mastermind. You can absolutely reach out to me on Instagram at Robin Birkin to find out where we are at with all of the things. And I can't wait to speak to you soon. Have the best day.
We are done with the meat and potatoes of this episode, but I am not letting you go just yet, my friend. Before you jump off, I have 3 quick things that I would love to share with you. Number 1 is thank you so much for listening today. If you'd like to hear more about growing your visibility through Instagram, podcasting, or Pinterest, creating or launching or growing your signature program, automations, or many more online business nuggets of gold, pause now, hit that subscribe button because we are here for you weekly. Number 2 is if you would like to learn more about working with us and joining our signature program, the Well Conceived Mastermind, which is unlike any mastermind you've seen before, check out our show notes below and you will find all the links to join the waitlist or sign up and join the mastermind now. And number 3, lastly, if you do nothing else, make sure you come and find us on Instagram for daily behind the scenes and hugely savable and value-packed content. You will find us at Launch Easy Live. Well, that's it from me today. Now go out there and create your well paid business and your well lived life.